Hello and welcome back to the channel How We Moved the Decimal. In today's video I am listing 10 items to sell on eBay, and it's been a while and I'm so sorry, but May was exhausting and crazy and June is looking about the same. In fact, my store is going to be on vacation for the entire month of June, so I will not be listing or selling anything in the entire month of June. And for the entire month of May, drum roll please, I sold 4 items and I couldn't find one of them and had to cancel the sale, so that was awesome. I was definitely in the negative when it came to May for paying my store fees. The items, I didn't sell enough to pay for that. June, I have not sold anything because it is currently mid-June as I'm recording this, and I've put our store on vacation for the entire month of June. We're in and out and about, but we're not home long enough that it would be safe to turn eBay on. When you're thinking about doing vacations and putting your store on vacation, one, some people say it's going to take a massive hit when you take it off vacation. It's going to slow roll out. It's summer, it'll slow roll for me anyway, even though July is probably one of our better months because we do sell so much bread and butter mall brand clothing, so back to school stuff. The I have never noticed my store take a huge hit when I've put it on vacation, but I've also never put it on this long of a vacation. I usually put it on like 1 week or 5 days. I've never put it on for an entire month. I did not do the full 30 days. You can do it for a full 30 days. I just did it for, I want to say 26 days because we will be back before the end of the month. So it's not a huge deal. However, if I would turn it on in the times we've been home, like as I'm recording this, I am home now. I've been home for probably 6 days. I didn't want to take the chance of selling something and have the buyer not pay and then I not get it shipped out until after I have to leave. And quite frankly, it's really stressful right now with packing and getting kids to and fro and camp and swim lessons and all the kids' activities. And I'm working also this summer and my husband's working this summer. So it's really, really stressful and I didn't want to add the eBay stress on top of it. And being a really part-time seller, I do not rely on eBay for my income. It's for the extras. Our January is paying for our June essentially. So my first couple months of the year are paying for the activities that we're doing this summer. I'm hoping to get it back online and off vacation mode as soon as possible. I may turn it off vacation mode the weekend before we leave our vacation because I have 2-day shipping and handling time. So if I turn it off of vacation on Saturday, I can have till Tuesday to ship things out. And if I'm home on Monday morning, that's not an issue. So I might turn it back on Saturday and just give it a couple more days to ramp back up and get going. I want it up and going definitely before the 4th of July. I do decently around the 4th of July. I don't know if eBay runs 4th of July sales that gives people like an extra oomph when buying, or if it's just that time of year and people are bored waiting for the fireworks to start. But usually any like family centered holiday or holiday where people have work off, I tend to do better. I will say my clothing sales have dipped since like Kohl's and stuff. It has really ramped up their sales. I've seen a dip in my clothing sales because I can't compete for new clothes for $3. So, but when prices start going back up again, my prices stay the same. I have not raised my prices. The only thing has been raised has been shipping, and I use calculated shipping. So I'm not physically having to go in and do that. I have not raised my prices because I'm still selling items that I bought for the previous year's prices. That being said, items that I am buying now, the prices will have to be raised on because the thrift store prices have raised. I used to be able to get a shirt for $1.99, like a men's dress shirt for $1.99. I didn't buy this to resell. My husband needed it for work, but we recently bought a men's dress shirt for $7.99 at the same thrift store that I was buying it for $1.99 a year ago. So the prices have drastically risen, unfortunately, which means some brands are not worth reselling anymore. I'm selling off my dead stock where I got them for $1.99, $2. And I know those of you guys that are listening that are not in the area I'm in are going, oh my God, I can't believe you get like name brand clothes for $1.99, $2.99. We're in a very impoverished area. If they really want low income people to buy these clothes, they've priced them out of it. Yes, it's a name brand dress shirt, but when I can go to Walmart and get a brand new dress shirt for $10 or pay $7.99 for a used dress shirt, I might just go get the new one. They've drastically priced the lower income individuals out of this and are going to be relying on resellers almost to do their buy their inventory. I've noticed in the two resale shops, two thrift store I've gone to for the past month and a half. I've gone probably once a week, and that's not even for reselling. That's because my son is growing so fast I can't keep him in clothes. So I keep going to the thrift stores and looking for items for work clothes, all of the above, and I'm seeing the same items not selling, where before they wouldn't last a week. I am seeing them even 6 weeks later, same exact items, same exact price tag, they just are not selling. Yes, $12.99 for a brand name Carhartt sweatshirt is a good price, but a lot of people can't pay $12.99 for a sweatshirt, and their boutique pricing is even higher, almost full price for Under Armour. The shoes are also getting so bad, like $15 for a pair of really beat up shoes. It's pricing people out of it. And us resellers, it's pricing us out of it. If you're pricing jeans for $10 and I can only sell them for $15, it's not worth me to buy it, so you're not making the sale. Now, one of the thrift stores I do frequent a lot has brought back within the last month 50% off tags and 75% off tags. I was not seeing these at all until the end of May, and honestly, not till probably after Memorial Day did I see them bring this back, and it's because all of the inventory was stale. I was dreading going in there because I wasn't seeing new inventory. So they brought the sale back, which was great this past time we went. Granted, nothing we bought was on the sale because it was newish inventory, but they were doing buy one get one. They had way too many women's dresses, so they had buy one get one women's dress. So I don't know if the thrift stores are realizing that their prices are too high. I don't know if their rent has went up and that's why they're pricing higher, or if they're just seeing the trend of clothing in stores being priced higher. But when you can go to Ross or TJ Maxx and get almost the same prices as the thrift stores, I'd almost go there instead. So, yeah. That being said, we just recently got back from camping, and I don't know if other resellers are like this or thrifters are like this, but I started looking at all the camping gear people had, the prices of the camping gear, what people were wearing, what people were buying, all of that. And like there was a cyclist and he had an REI tent, a little tiny tent that he could carry on his bike, and I googled that. That's super expensive. Pulling stuff up on eBay and whatnot, seeing resale prices for stuff. And kind of along that lines, I don't know if any other thrifters or eBayers also use the stuff before you sell it, so it's already used anyway. Be like, man, I need this for like this trip, but after this trip I don't need it anymore, and then sell it. The I also want to throw out there, super happy we can put 24 photos now instead of 12, especially when it comes to measurements and stuff. I'm able to put way more measurements on my new listings because we can do 24 photos, and I'm also able to kind of age how old my listing is based on if it has 12 or 24 photos. So I think that's like super nice. I'm looking at this because I couldn't remember the fabric content, so I looked at the label. Also, those of you new to the channel, I photograph all my items. I batch photograph. I do it on my dining room table. So I don't have a separate area for eBay. I don't have a separate place that I can just set it up and kind of leave it there. I will take a weekend. I used to take one weekend a month. I am really slacking on that, but I like to take one weekend a month, spend those 2 days just photographing. Now that it's summer, I can do it during the week too, but I would like to take one weekend, clear everything off my dining room table, spend that entire weekend photographing, save all of the photos, and then I will go through and list them from the photo folders. I also tend to do like write up descriptions in a notebook of them, so I kind of know already what to enter in. It's easier for me that way. I know some people are like, well, the process, just use your phone, list off your phone. That's great for people. I will not knock you if that's your process. I cannot list off my phone. Not that I can't, but I can't wrap my head around it. It takes me twice as long to do it than it would if I was just listing on my computer. I can list much faster on my computer, but that means I have to find a place to put my computer up and do all of that. So it's easier for me to do photographing and then put everything away, then bring my computer out on the dining room table, because honestly, is your dining room table really your dining room table? Ours is, our office, our table, our catch-all, like everything. Right now it has our new cameras for outside our house on it as we're getting ready to do stuff, our new smoke alarms, all of that. So is it really a dining room table? And if it is a dining room table, does that like mean your socioeconomic class is better and you don't need it to double duty? It's our craft area. As I'm sitting here working on my computer on it, it currently has kinetic sand, video cameras, smoke alarms, paper, crayons, and a charging dock. So that is my dining room table. And to clean everything off, move all the kids' toys off of it. Again, in the summer it's easier because it's also the homework station during the school year and the schoolwork station during the summer. I'm not one of those moms that's like, hey, let's do schoolwork over the summer. The only exception to that is if one of my kids is behind in something, we will work on that over the summer. But I'm not going to, everybody needs a break. Let's take a break. Let's not work on it. Let's spend every day we can at the water park or on vacation or camping or hiking or doing something outside. They get enough. So I have a lozenge in my mouth. I am super sore throat, sick, everything. Came back from vacation sick. They get enough school during school that I don't worry about it. Right now, none of them are behind, so I'm not worried about that. During the vid era, we did do a lot more schoolwork at home because they were behind. Everybody was behind, but I thought it might take them longer to catch up, so I did try to keep them on track, which has worked in my favor because I had the luxury to stay home with them and work from home. I was able to do a lot more educational supplementing, which honestly has really worked out in their favor. because kids are still trying to catch up. I'm hoping at the end of June when I'm home for, and our summers are ridiculous. What happens when everybody works in academia? Our summers are really the only time we have during the school years. We don't have the ability to do that. Our kids don't have the ability to do that. So we are not home a lot during the summers. You can only put your store on vacation for 30 days at a time, but you can take it off and put it back on. July, we might end up doing that at the end. But I'm thinking we don't have any big vacations in July, but we are gone for like 2 to 3 days at a time in like sporadic spurts. So I may either change my handling time or I may put it on vacation. I haven't decided yet. It's just bonkers. Look at your schedules, plan ahead. I've started the year calendar for next year, for next school year. Schools have released that already. All of this stuff is so crazy. I do not sell seasonally. I will say that right now. I'm not rushing to get my winter coats out, my fall items out. I don't know if anybody's been to Hobby Lobby. There is Halloween decorations already at Hobby Lobby, which is ridiculous. So thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.